Welcome to another edition of Real Estate Matters. Today I want to touch on the Sitzer Burnett lawsuit that I think most people have probably been reading about or hearing about. And I think it's important to give some clarity as to what our perspective is on the lawsuit, what it means for our industry today, what it means going forward. At a very high level, what happened is there was a lawsuit that was brought to trial. Consumers felt that in the state of Missouri that both agents and agencies were colluding on commissions and not being transparent with fees. And in fact, the lawsuit that just ended came out that the plaintiffs won. And it did turn out that the jury decided that it was not a transparent industry and that in fact they decided that agents weren't being very clear on this. And I think it's really important to note that in our business, there are always going to be good agents who are not quite as good, right? And I think to broadly paint the stroke that everybody in our industry is bad would be a misrepresentation of what happened. First thing is, there is going to be an appeal. This is going to go on for a while. So in today's day and age, this is not going to be resolved immediately. All right, so that's, I think, the first thing. I think the second thing is that I actually think this is really good for our industry, and I'll tell you why. The first thing is, I think that this shines a light on what agents should be doing, and transparency is a big part of what we do every day with our clients. Our clients are very aware of what the fees are, and more importantly, what is the value that we provide, so that when we charge them a fee, they understand that they're getting the value for what they're paying for. And I think that this shines a light in a way that makes us all, it forces us all to be transparent with our clients, that I think not always everybody has been, and why this lawsuit went the way it did. So I think, again, for Cindy Rainey and team, we believe very strongly in client transparency. We believe very strongly in making sure everybody understands the value proposition that we bring to the table. And so while this lawsuit's going to continue and there will be other lawsuits that come on top of it, I think the most important thing going forward for our clients to know, and for any client to know, is that when you work with a real estate team, you really should understand the value you're getting, what you're paying for, why you're paying for it. So I think that's the most important thing that I'd like to leave everybody with. Not decided today what's going to happen in the future, but I do believe that it's good for our industry and it's actually very good for the consumer.